If language is a house, then grammar is the foundation, and it all begins with the parts of speech, the true building blocks of every sentence you will ever speak or write. English grammar starts with the parts of speech. Think of them as the building blocks of every sentence.
Let's talk about parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunctions, and interjections. So let's start with the first part, that is a noun. What is a noun? A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Yes, it's a word that names a person, place, thing, or an idea. Types of noun: common, proper, collective, and abstract. Let's talk about what is a common noun. Basically, common noun is a name given in common to every person or thing. And what is a proper noun? Proper noun is a name of some particular person or place. That is a proper noun. Asoka was a brave king. That is a proper noun, and king is a common noun. Let's talk about a collective noun. Collective noun is a name of number or collection of persons or things. For example, crowd, mob, team, flock. A fleet, that is a collection of ships or vessels. An army, collection of soldiers. A crowd, collection of people. Let's talk about abstract noun. Well, abstract noun is usually the name of a quality, yes, name of a quality, action, or state, considered apart from the object to which it belongs. For example, quality, that is goodness, kindness, whiteness, darkness, hardness. And action is laughter, movement, judgment. And state, childhood, slavery, youth, sleep, sickness. Let's talk about pronouns. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun to avoid repetition. Yes, a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun to avoid repetition. Forms of pronouns: nominative pronouns, which has first person, second person, and third person. In first person, male, female, singular, I, my, mine, me, plural, we, our, ours, us. In second person, feminine and masculine, again singular, plural, you, yours, your. And third person, masculine, feminine, neuter, all genders, he, his, him for male, she and her for female, it, its for neuter, and all genders, they, their, and them. So now the pronoun is also used for things without life and for animals, unless we clearly wish to speak of them as a male or female. Okay, that time we can use pronoun. For young child, again, unless we clearly wish to refer to the gender. Number 4, to refer some statement going before. So this is a pronouns. Let's talk about verbs. This is the most important part of speech. Without a verb, a sentence would not exist. Yes, simply put, this is a word that shows an action, physical or mental, or state of being of the subject in a sentence. Verbs comes from Latin word that is a verbum, a word. Now let's talk about what is a verb. A verb is a word that shows an action. Action could be run, jump, work, and state, be, seem, belongs, or an occurrence, that is happening and occur or develop. Basically, in short, we can say verbs tells us what is happening in the sentence. Type of verbs and their function. Let's talk about action verbs, that is show what someone or something does, that is run, eat, write, talk, that is a action verb. Be verbs show a state or condition, am, is, are, was, were. Helping verbs help the main verb, expresses tenses, voice, will, have, can, should. Linking verbs connect subject to a description, that is a linking verbs. Let's talk about adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes or adds more meaning to a noun. Describes or adds more meaning to a noun. Adjectives can specify the quality, size, and the number of nouns or pronouns. Let's look 5 common types of adjectives that you can use in your CELPIP or IELTS exam. Descriptive adjectives that describes qualities, happy, noise, beautiful, stressful. And quantitative adjectives could be few, several, many, enough. How much or how many. Demonstrative adjectives point out specific things, this, that, these, those. Numerical adjective shows exact number or order. First, 2, second, 5. Possessive adjectives show ownership, my, your, their, are. So let's break down this sentence. My 2 pink dresses are over there. My. It's a possessive adjective. 2 pink dresses. That's a numerical adjective. Over there, demonstrative adjectives. Let's talk about adverbs. An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, or even another adverb. Very simple, it's a verb that describes verb, adjective, or even another adverb. It tells us how, when, where, or to what extent something happens. Again, when, how, where, or to what extent something happens. Let's talk about adverbs of manner, that is how. Slowly, quickly, happily, professionally. For time, when, now, later, yesterday, recently. Adverbs of place, where. Adverbs of frequency, how often, could be always, oftenly, rarely, and sometimes. Adverbs of degree, to what extent, that is very important, very, quite, to, extremely. So I would suggest adverbs are also important in your writing. Let's talk about preposition. Preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and other words in a sentence. They tell us where, when, and how something happens. So some common prepositions are in, on, at, by, with, for, about, from, to, under, over, between, during. So we have a different type of prepositions. Basically, first is for time, place, direction, movement, means, instrument. For example, by, bus, from, with, without. Then for quantity, by, for, idiomatic use, purpose, state and condition, and manner. If you really want that you want to improve in preposition, so I'll help you in next video, especially on prepositions. Let's talk about conjunctions. A conjunction is a word that joins 2 or more words, phrases, or sentences. There are 3 main types of conjunctions. First is coordinating conjunction, that is very important. It's for fanboys, Fanboys. With the help of this conjunction, you can create a compound sentence in writing. That is a for, and, nor, but, or, yet. That's a fan boys. Subordinating conjunctions because, although, since, if, we, while, etc. Correlative conjunctions are either or, neither nor, not only but also. Let's talk about last lesson of parts of speech, which is the interjections. These are the words or short phrases used to express strong emotions. Yes, used to express strong emotions, sudden feelings or reactions. They are not grammatically connected to the rest of the sentences, but they add a personal tone or emotional response. Your personal tone and your emotional response, that is interjections. So, oh, I forgot my keys. Wow. Oops. Hey. Well, these are your personal tone expression and your emotional response. That is the interjections. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and you will see your language skills grow every day. Well, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.